They do.
And it's just so important to have somebody there like yourself that knows what to do. You've done hundreds of weddings, if not thousands.
Well, and that's one of the things that we actually tell the bride's mom, because we sit down there with the bride's mom, and sometimes they have a certain thing that they want to have happen, and the bride has something different in mind. And she's the one that's been dreaming about it since she was 5. And maybe her mom's been dreaming about her daughter's wedding since she was 5 as well.
Or having the wedding she didn't have for her daughter.
Exactly. There's something going on there, but there's a conflict. And we've actually sat down with them and resolved the conflict by coming to a compromise. And with our thousands of weddings we've been to, we can tell them what works and what doesn't work, and what's more of a traditional reception, with the traditional things that happen, and what might be a little bit more modern, and kind of where they want to lie and what they've pictured, and pick that perfect time and the perfect way to do those things that they've thought of, whether they're going to have someone do singing. Just example, we did a wedding for Shadazy's younger brother.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and so we were able to have Shadazy sing.
That's quite an honor that they hired you to come back. Brides, I think that says almost everything right there.
Absolutely, and it was an honor for us to be there and have these pretty country singers singing on our equipment, and they sounded great, by the way.
Nice.
But we brought microphones for all of them. We had the sound system set up, and we played their minus track, and that costs the same as it does for any other bride. So just to let brides know, look, yeah, you do have a lot of music on your iPod, but eventually you have someone running that anyway. Or I have reception centers tell me all the time that they've never seen anyone actually dance to an iPod. They can tell if you've put effort into it. If you put effort into the food, you can tell that there's great food. If you put effort into your decorations, and then you put effort into the entertainment so that they're having a good time and enjoying the food and the decorations, they can tell, and they're going to have a great time at your reception.
You said something a few moments ago before we were actually recording this, but you'd made the comment that whether a bride is on a limited budget or the sky's the limit, having a professional DJ there makes it a fantastic, incredible event for the guests.
It does. And, these are troubled times. A lot of people may be just a little more careful with their money right now. And so we let the brides know, look, we're going to put our A package into play for you at whatever the cost that, we have the same package, whether they're the richest person in the world or they're on a limited budget. Our rates stay the same because we're here to make their most memorable day unforgettable by being able to be there to do that for them. And so what we're going to do is make sure that they have everything that they need, that it's all included in the price, and that they don't have to think about those things. Okay, I need 3 or 4 microphones to have Shadazy sing, or I have a friend who's going to be hooking up a guitar and singing. That thing's just taken care of, as well as all the announcements and coordinating, so that everything just has a nice flow. And brides at the end of their reception, they come up to us and they thank us. And they tell us, hey, we'll be a great testimonial for you, or referral, because you did exactly what you did. I didn't have to think about anything. And we always think about calling the brides a month later when they're getting their videos and their pictures and seeing if they really are better, because we've helped get 25 girls in the picture instead of maybe forgetting to throw the bouquet because you're too busy greeting guests, and coming to the very end and just handing it off to that one single girl that might still be there as you're leaving. So those are little things that they may not think about. And it's one of those things that any budget can handle, because it's going to make the celebration that much more to have us there. That it's one of those essential things that I think that a lot of brides think they can do without.
Yeah, you've just brought up some really important points and things for the bride or whoever's planning the wedding to really be considering. And I can't say strongly enough the importance on having somebody there like Public Opinions Soundstage, professional DJs, because it really does take it to a whole new level. Again, like you just said, regardless of the price point of the wedding, having a professional disc jockey there makes all the difference in the world.
Absolutely. And we're going to tailor things to the bride. So she has a certain picture in mind. Like I said, they've been dreaming about this their whole life. We're going to get as close to that as humanly possible, so that they can have that most memorable day and really make it an unforgettable event for not only them, but for their guests and family as well.
Yeah. How can people find you?
Well, you can look us up at publicopinionsoundstage.com. But
there's another URL, isn't there?
Exactly. If your fingers get tired or you misspell that, you'd rather go to our shorter and easier to type in, bigdances.com. So type in bigdances.com. All our numbers and information are there, pictures and abouts, and all the venues we've been to, which there are hundreds of places we've been to now.
I imagine you probably are updating that because you guys are at different weddings all the time.
We do, and that was one of the things we did at a bridal show that Bride Access sponsored earlier in January. The Green Band.
Yeah, the Salt Palace.
Salt Palace,
show,
yeah, that was fantastic. And we actually had a big poster, and all it had on it was reception centers and different hotels and venues we've been to. And brides were like, "What is that?" And we just said, "Oh, those are all the places we've already been. Where's your place?" And they would find it on the list, and then we would talk to them about their actual venue. So we've got that information on our website as well. And you can always call us and ask us about different reception centers. There are some that we think are great for bigger groups, and some we think are better for more intimate smaller weddings. So we can definitely give you some, professional opinions on that as well. But you can also find all our information on brideaccess.com.
Right.
We're there.
There's a video there too, I think, right?
Yeah, we have videos and pictures and everything, and I think we're still on the banner on the side there on the main page,
I just saw that yesterday. So brides, you can go to bigdances.com, which is easy to remember, or brideaccess.com, and you can find great information all about your company. Having you here today, Garrett, has been a real honor, and I say that sincerely because I really do know from the bottom of my heart, not to get emotional or sappy here, that it makes the difference. I have heard so many brides a week after her wedding have regrets. I wish I would have known about this. I wish I would have done that. You help get rid of those regrets.
Absolutely. And there's a saying that Kevin and I have. It's, look, we'll help you and give you all the free consulting that you want, because we've been to tons of different receptions and we have a lot of experience in seeing what works and what doesn't work. The only thing we'll charge you for is the disc jockey service. So brides will pick our brain all the time and find out what they can to make their event special and more memorable. And like I said, we're there to help coordinate that whole thing.
Again, thank you for coming on the program today.
Well, I appreciate it.
Bridesbigdances.com or brideaccess.com. You can find Public Opinions Soundstage at either of those two locations. We'll be right back.